about it. Here we are on Tuesday, July 7th. July 7th is my birthday. And 49 years old today, beginning my 50th year. And we will have some recapping to do, primarily just KBO today. We'll be looking to gamble a little more on KBO. And I'm also starting a project, two different parts of early, where every day this year I am going to, one, share a story that is in some way memorable, something that I have either experienced, a place I visited, an individual I've met. It could be that several of them will be sports related, many of them will not be sports related. A few of them will be gambling related, many of them will not be gambling related. And I'm going to do that once every day for the entire year. Share a story. The second part of what I'm doing is specifically gambling related. And that's going to be that yesterday I withdrew a few $100 to get down to exactly. I reserved a few contests, and then withdrew money down to $1,000, so that I have exactly $1,000 left in the account. And then I had exactly $1,000 in the account as of midnight last night. And then what I'm going to do is each day update as to where does the account stand overall in terms of where will it be that night at midnight. There's always going to be a little bit of fluctuation because I may win some, but then reserve contest before midnight that will then come due either overnight or the next day or whatever. And we'll see how it goes, but it will give us a good way to track over the course of the next 366 days, including today, until next year on my birthday again. How did things go? What were the ups? What were the downs? And hopefully show, hey, this is the way you go about gambling, having fun, not having to reinvest money, and just keep on playing. So before we get into the gambling and the recapping and all that, I want to share my story for the day. And my story for the first day is getting to play poker with Lou Ferrigno. This was a great memory of mine from maybe, I don't know now, a good 20 years ago. We were at a science fiction, pulp fiction comic book convention in Pittsburgh. A lot of these stories over the course of the next year will involve this Pittsburgh convention. And the convention itself is a 3-day affair. It used to be a 3-day affair. It would run Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it would have everybody. It would mainly, primarily feature comic book artists, comic book related folks. But it would also have various science fiction, fantasy type people show up. And me and my group, some of them you may know from the Big Room Entertainment folks, TK, Adam, K-Rock, would go to the convention. We would arrive on a Thursday. We would stay there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Come home Monday. And have a good time. Yeah, we'd have a good time. Me and TK specifically, and ADM when he was able to make it, would, during this time, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, it was quite the partying, entertaining weekend. We would pick a color. We would pick a type of drink. This was our vodka year. This was our gin year. This was our whiskey year, whatever it was, and that's what we would drink pretty much all weekend. Um, a lot of the convention was 24 hours, where they would have various rooms that were either gaming rooms or both video game as well as strategy card collectible games rooms that were open 24 hours. Uh, Anime rooms, science fiction rooms, or horror rooms that would just play movies all night. And the convention itself would open usually around 10 in the morning. Guests would be there up until 5, 6, or 7 o'clock. Then they would have different events that would run during the day and up until 11 or 12 at night each night. And and TK and I would primarily we would start to enjoy ourselves sometime Thursday night and stop uh, and rest sometime Monday. Um, so a lot of crazy stories, a lot of late nights. Just by the nature of things, we would interact with people, and we put on some bits and where we would, uh, uh, go as characters to different events. And after the first few years, we wound up getting connected. The organizers of the event took a shine to us, and really liked just the vibe that we put out, I guess. And we wound up then when we would go to the convention. Pretty much every year we would get invited to the penthouse suite at the that was after hours, and this is where everybody that you were paying to go see, uh, where they would all attend this suite after hours, and there would be poker and cards and movies, and it was free drinks. There was a bar set up, and nobody paid for anything, and you could have whatever you wanted. You could drink as much as you wanted, and food was in the corners. You could eat as much as you wanted. Um, and so we would go there. And the one year Lou Ferrigno was a guest, and we went to go get his autograph during the day, and met with him. And he was, I don't know if he was having a bad day or what it was. There was not a long line. There were a couple of kids in front of us who were totally geeking out over getting the chance to meet Lou Ferrigno, and they were having trouble operating their camera. And Lou got a little short with them. He got a little frustrated with them. I don't know why. We were behind them, and we made it clear, hey, no, man, we're fine. No rush here. And there was nobody behind us, so it wasn't like there was a line. I don't know if he had to go somewhere. I don't know if there was something up. He just was not very pleasant at that point. He was fine with us. That night we got invited up to the penthouse suite. We went up there. There was a poker table, in addition to some of my sports gambling, and that I have played not recently, especially with the coronavirus and all that going on. I have not lately, but I have played some poker in my time. I much prefer playing poker in person. I just don't trust playing it online. But I've won a few tournaments. Nothing World Series of Poker level or anything like that. But I've won some tournaments and played well in some tournaments and done okay in some cash games and whatnot. And it was always a cash game that they would have at the penthouse suite. So we sat down, and me and TK. TK would be my hands. He would hold the cards for me. And got to sit there and play poker with Lou Ferrigno, who, at that time, it was sometime midnight-ish, 4 o'clock in the morning, seemed to be in a better mood, much friendlier, was laughing, was engaging with people. Um, I got to play maybe 8 to 10 hands with him. Um, I do not recall him winning any of those hands. I think there were 8 of us at the table playing. I did win 2 of the 8 hands, 8 to 10 hands that we played. Um, One hand I know was a total bluff that I pulled off and was able to get people to fold, including the Incredible Hulk. So I can say that I successfully bluffed the Incredible Hulk. And then the other one I had the nuts, so I knew I was going to win that one. But so that's my shared experience for the first day. Is getting to play poker with Lou Ferrigno in the penthouse suite of the Pittsburgh Comic Convention. So now we will move on. Like I said, I began the day with $1,000 in the account. We will recap now what happened overnight, and then I purchased a few more, or I purchased another contest for tomorrow, and another one for Thursday. So let's recap. First recap. We wound up playing 3 total KBO teams last night. I had mentioned that I was definitely concerned about Koo. Now, as it turned out, Koo is still Koo. He played the Wyverns. He only gave up 1 earned run. But he did give up 8 hits. Only 6 strikeouts. 21 outs. So 24.35 points. That's nothing you can't shake a stick at that. He was 87.8% owned in this league. This one was the $10, $12 single entry fee. Yeah, $12 single entry fee was this one. Jang, that was our guy that we picked because, hey, he switched against the Eagles. The Eagles wound up scored 7 runs and won that game. But really, Jang, for 5,200, 6 innings pitched, only 5 hits given up, only 2 earned runs and 2 strikeouts, 9.9. That is not bad value, man. That is not bad value. That's equivalent almost to what Koo got you for less than half the price. But overall, I mentioned, I was very tempted to go with the Lions, to go with the Lions stack, just because of the guys they were hitting against. And I wanted a mini stack, but just not big enough, man. Not for 13 points. So overall, had a guy get shut out, Che, which we didn't like that. Hate that. Decent performance by Kim there with the 3 hits. Overall, though, 106.25. Not enough to get into the money on that one. Next. This was our $20 lineup. This one, we went with Koo and Moon in what we expected to be a pitching duel. And essentially it was. 5-4 short. But our guys gave up 1 run and 2 earned runs, Only 8% owned Moon. That's a bonus. I was surprised. 98% here, of course. That's what we expected. A little surprised though that Moon was only 8%. Guys, 20 points, man. Overall, again, Che, no good. No good there, man. No good. But Aesop Sun, decent job. 4,100, two hits. Both of them doubles. We'll take it. Again, Lee here. Two hits, run, two RBIs. Take it. Jung, only 3,700 with a home run in there. 17 points. We'll take it. And one of our money savers here, man. Kim, who we like the idea of adding into our stack there. Very nice. 2,400. We got four hits. Just one RBI. You'd like to see him get a little more, especially since he was batting fifth. But hey, 16 points for 2,400. We will take that. Um, so, so, what am I thinking here? So yeah. So anyway, so that was close, but not quite enough to make it into the money. We were in 28th. We were in 26th place, and it was the top 21 that got paid. So unfortunately, two losers right there. Then our last lineup was this one, where, like I said, I was going to avoid. I was going to avoid coup. This was a 4,000 some odd people. 4,000 some odd people. It was good for. This was good for 446th place. That was in the money. This was I think 15. Yeah, $15 entry. It was good for $35 return. Moon, Jang, both low ownership. And then we got Fernandez. You know, we went with a bit more of a bear stack on this one. Um, yeah, really what we did there was knowing that we were going with two lower priced guys, I wanted to see what could we do with just by building on a a miniature giant stack to try to save money off the bat, and then see how many of the top position players could we get at each position while avoiding dinos because we were pitching against them. And you know, Fernandez had a hell of a game, man. Four hits, home run, double, just one RBI, which is a little disappointing, but scored 3 runs, 31 points. Beautiful. Her 3 runs, 3 hits, a base on balls. Yeah, so overall. Oh, and then Kim, in the outfield, 3 hits, double, 2 walks. He's on base 5 times, $35. So we will take all that. Like I said, we took some of that money, we put it back into the tournament into a $12 single entry that we're going to go through now shortly here. And then also a Xfinity 22 Xfinity race for Thursday. Again, the 22 was to complete a mission for today, which was to enter $20 or more tournament. So I figured might as well grab the tournament for Thursday now while we have it. And then tomorrow we will be looking at the golf tournament. You know, because right now we've got a KBO coming up for tomorrow. We'll be going through that now. I have already got money put into a Xfinity race on Thursday, and I already have some money put into the MMA event on Saturday. I will be doing another MMA event, another MMA lineup. So we'll probably run through multiple of them. Uh, on Friday night, I want to enter the $1 million tournament there. Just because I feel like you have to enter the $1 million tournament on Fight Island if you've got it. But so yeah, so right now I have a KBO tournament reserved for tomorrow, an Xfinity reserved for Thursday, and a MMA reserved for Saturday. Sometime tomorrow we'll get into the golf tournament, looking at some sports book. And I think there might be NASCAR on Saturday and Sunday as well, or maybe even Friday. I'm not sure, but we'll be entering all of them. So with those things being reserved, and with the outcome of the thing there, basically 78 cents ahead of where I was from midnight last night, and that's gonna you'll see how it will unfold eventually as we move into the year. Early on it's gonna be there'll be ups and downs. There'll be ups and downs. Uh, but the point being that right now I've got 3 tournaments lined up and paid for already, and have not spent any money from where I'm starting from for today. Oh, and then I also have I've also been given 2 profit boosts for sportsbook bets specifically on the MMA event on Saturday. So we will probably make use of both of those, and I'll let you know where we go with that. So let's jump on into KBO now and see what do we want to do today. I'm looking at just one lineup. If I wind up entering any other lineup, I'll make that adjustment on my year-long tracking, and we'll follow up on that tomorrow. But right now, I'm just thinking one lineup. For pitching, first of all. I don't know who is gonna go any direction other than Straley and Warwick. I mean, Warwick had a not good outing last time, and we drafted him. I mean, this was not good. He cannot be happy about that. You know, so definitely not good. But we already know. I mean, hell, we love going with people against the Eagles and Straley, who I think also had a horrible performance. Wasn't horrible. It wasn't great. Um, it was all right though. But I mean, this guy's got 71 strikeouts, only 18 walks. You know, A whip down there around 1. BAA at 2.2. Oh, 220. And we love people going against the Eagles. So I don't know how you can't take Australia at 10 grand. And you're probably looking at Soppold at 8,300. You could look at Casey Kelly. We've looked at him before. Uh, but I don't know if this against the Bears. He pitched well against the Bears here. Has his only performance against the Bears. What do you do? 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 6 hits, a home run, 3 runs. 70 pitch. I mean, that's decent. That's definitely decent. He lost, but still. But so him for 93. 9,300. I don't know. I don't see it. We could look at Jayhawk Lee. Definitely not the best Irish pitcher, man. But he is going against the Wyverns. He went against the Wyverns before last month and did not fare well. He pitched against them the month before that and did very well. Pay up for him, though? I don't know. You got a Dissemer who we've been avoiding for a while. It's a tough. If we look at Moon here for the Heroes, he has not started. That makes me want to look at the Lions again. I mean, they continue to be hot. Junwook Lee. This guy is not great. Way too many walks, too few strikeouts. I could consider a Dino stack. Jungji Park. $7,200. He's not worth it. He's not enough of a money saver. Tae-un-won. 5-2. It's not fantastic. No. Oh, Dissamer. K Rock. All right. 8,100 is not bad. Let me get a perk up. Try not to fall asleep during the stream. I need the perk. I'm telling you. Perk it up. All right. So, I'm looking at Straley. I'm looking at Warwick. I'm looking at Odissimer. But the way the line's been playing, too, I mean, I wouldn't rule this guy out. I just think I don't like that strikeout to walk ratio. I don't like. He hasn't allowed more than 2 earned runs, except for 2 of his starts. So, and with the way that they've been playing, I mean, the Lions are 8-2, man. In their last 10, they're up to fourth place. They're only 2.5 games behind the Bears for third place. I mean, they've been playing hot. You know, other matchups, yeah, see. Heroes have lost 2 in a row after being very hot. They're 5-5. Tigers have lost 3 in a row. I am very, very hard pressed not to just throw in Straley and Warwick. Do our double stack. Do our double stack. At least it's 39.62. Ain't easy. It's not gonna be easy. But we did it yesterday. Um, If we're looking for potential stacks, I'm interested in the Lions again. You got to be interested in the Dinos. I mean, they're going against the two. Crazy sound. You gotta like the Lions. You gotta like the Dinos. Don't. I don't necessarily love the Bears there. Hate the Wyverns. Don't like the Tigers. What's Ben Wu Lee's story here? Fairly average. I would not rule out the Wiz. I think I'm looking at Wiz, Dinos, and Lions. Wiz, Dinos, and Lions. Let's pull up some of the rosters here. Let's see. What can we do in the way of money saving and stacking? Well, first of all, let's take a look at just the cashier. We know the cashier is hard to find. Well, here's someone. Here is someone that is leaping out at me. I think, especially if we're gonna go with these pictures, and we're definitely interested in these. I do not need heroes in this lineup. Let's take a look at right here. Sunggon Lee. Sunggon Lee. Bang, 8 for 10 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs since he got called back up to the top team. I don't see how you can't go with this guy with this lineup. He is starting in the outfield. He's batting fifth. He's a fantastic value for us. Got to go some going late. That immediately jumps us up to 41.57. I'm telling things start to look a little bit more better. Mm, I'm not necessarily going to avoid. I mean, we know third base is a hard position to get quality folks out. We could throw Kyung Min Her in there. He's 3,500. He's a good money saver. Kyung Min Her. You almost have to go Kyung Min Her, right? Am I right? Am I right? We could go Won Suk Lee if we want to keep it on the Lions stack. He bats fourth. He bats fourth. So we have the fourth and fifth hitters there. He'd save us some money too, but not as much as her. I think we gotta throw her in there, man. I think we gotta throw her in there. He's definitely projected to be the top third baseman of the day, and he's extremely affordable for us. We take those two, and we're at 42. We're at 42.66. We don't have any pure power in there yet, but we're getting close to being able to draft a few players that we might be interested in. Round. You spin me right around, baby, right around like a record, baby. Right around, round. Chun Wong Lee. I mean, didn't he screw us yesterday? Definitely for the stack. Who's that? Heyman Park. He bats second, huh? Uh, huh. I don't know, man. I'm liking right now. I'm liking the idea of going Heyman Park in the outfield for the Lions again. Patel batting second, right? We're up to 4,500 now, man. We're up to 4,500. We can definitely at this point grab Jawook Koo. You got to get him. He's batting third for the Lions. That gives us a nice little Lions stack right there, and we're at 45-75. Yeah, with four positions left. Um, yeah, we're gonna need one more potential money saver in here, but we're gonna be able to stack this out, man. Uh, that sounded like the Big Lebowski there in my head. No, man. We've got some options here. We could go Jae-hoon Choi, but we don't want to go Jae-hoon Choi. What am I talking about? That's nuts. That's the Eagles. I'm tired. I'm getting Eagles and the Lions confused here. We don't want Jae-hoon Choi. Um, we know we need a catcher, and we're not. I don't think we're gonna pay up for Wei Ji Yang. I don't think we're gonna pay up for Wei Ji Yang. Um, I don't think we're gonna pay up for Dongwon Park. Kang Nam Yu. We might look at Min Ho Kang if we want to go with a fourth Lion stack. Min Ho Kang is fair. It's pretty. He's 3,600. He's listed as what, the third most valuable catcher projected for tomorrow. And he's projected behind Jun Tae Kim, who pitches for the Giants, who we'd like to avoid because we got Warwick. And behind Ji Young Lee, who's for the Heroes against the Lions. He is super affordable. Let's take a look at this. If we go right here, Ji Young Lee. He bats seventh for the Heroes. He's only 2,300. If we took an opposite at 5,300, and 5,300. $5,300 is gonna let us build a bit more of what we're looking at here. Let's see, we could. Yeah, we need a second baseman, a shortstop, and an outfielder. Um, we could probably go. We can probably afford. Let me see. Jose Fernandez is coming at 5,800. Sungbum Na is coming at 6,000. That's 11,800. That would leave us with 4,200 left for a shortstop, which we could definitely do. Um, yeah, I think that this is. You're looking. I think you're looking at a Supple Daily core. Uh, I wouldn't blame you if you went with Ordisimer. I don't think anybody else makes any sense. I uh I love Park here and Lee. Both these guys are great money savers. Her at third base. Her is probably my lock as in the batters arena. 3,500. He's third base is a tough position to fill right now, man. It's a very tough position to fill. You got Lee there, I'm not 100% on Lee. I'm not 100% on Lee. 4,200, 400, 2,700. That's nothing good. But why? Yeah, I don't. I want to stay away. I'm not confident enough. I mean, Juntae Kim. Juntae Kim is technically listed as a higher value and is projected for more points. Just doesn't fit into this roster with that. We're looking to avoid that. Blah, blah. Giants Eagles game. I think, yeah. Yeah, I'll stick with it. I'll stick with it. I'm going to stick with it now. So, yeah, I'll finish this lineup up. But if I'm giving you my locks, if I pick one pitcher as a lock, and this isn't really helpful, it's Straley, man. He's the most expensive guy on the board. He's 10 grand, but he's pitching against the Eagles, and I just don't. I don't know if anybody even really comes close to me feeling like I should give somebody else a lock. So my pitching lock is Straley. My locks at the batting position is uh Kyung Min Her at third base at 3,500, and Jawwook Koo. I'm using him in first at the first base position. I suppose I could look into that and possibly switch him to the outfield, but I am looking at getting Sungbum Na in on this lineup. So I think I'll keep him at the first base position. Uh, Yeah. So there you go. My locks are Straley at pitcher, Kyung Min Her at third base, Jawoo Koo at first base. Those are my locks. I like uh, Lee for the Heroes at catcher, just because of his value at his money saving value. I like uh, what's his face? Lee there. Yeah, Sunggun Lee. I like him, man. Batting fifth at 2,600. So I like him. He's real close to a lock for me. Jawoo Koo and Kyungmin Her definitely are locks. But Sunggun Lee there is very close to a lock. And then, yeah, and then they just got to fill the rest of them out. Just got to fill the rest of them out. So, yeah, I'm going to take care of that. Go and take care of that. And so that's pretty much it right there. And before I go, just real quick, I want to make sure I am succinct in this note so I can share it with folks. So just a quick recap before I take off. This was from yesterday. This was our $15 4,000 4,500 or so entry tournament, multi-entry tournament. We only entered the one team. This was good for 440th place, I think. Good for good for $30. So doubled the money. Again, it was avoiding Koo because Koo's a murderer. We knew his ownership was going to be high, and in a GPP, you don't necessarily want to do that. So we did that. It worked out for us. We liked Moon. Fernandez was a big one at only 11.4% ownership. People did not pay up for him, and they should have. So that's a $35 win for us there. We'll take that. Check out my stream for advice coming up for tomorrow's games, and I'll recap them tomorrow, and we'll go from there. So again, everyone, take care. Hopefully I get a good celebration with some good victories for my birthday overnight. And I will see you all tomorrow with more stories, more advice. And stay safe, keep gambling, good luck. Bye-bye, all.